Hey Gemini, welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be your general messages for the month of February 2023. This is for your sun, moon, and rising placements. So if you have Gemini in any of those placements, you guys, these messages are for you. These are general messages, as I said before, so this won't resonate with everyone, but I am specifically reading for a certain placement, sun, moon, and rising signs, so I intend for these messages to be of encouragement to some degree to all of you who come across this video for February. Okay, so Gemini, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading. I'm doing something a little bit different this time. I'm just keeping the camera off of me and showing you guys the cards as I pull them, you know, after shuffling. That way you can use your own imagination looking at the cards and gain your own advice by looking at them yourselves while I give you these messages, okay? Take what resonates, leave what does not. For those of you, Gemini, who are interested in the cards that I'm using in this reading, I will be listing them in the description box below. Okay. All right, guys, so we're gonna pull oracle messages first, and then we're going to jump into the tarot towards the end of your reading for February 2023. So for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising signs, spirit guides, universe, source, angels, ancestors, gods, goddesses, please come before us to speak to my beautiful Gemini's sun, moon, and rising signs for the month of February 2023. What guidance, advice, and insight do you have for Gemini? All my beautiful Gemini, sun, moon, and rising signs for February 2023. Let's see, guys. So you received 𝍊🧬🧬, I think I'm saying that right, card 30. It's a very beautiful stone. Okay, 𝍊🧬🧬. Gemini, for those of you who haven't watched my previous video for February for all signs, that's just me talking mostly about what February is bringing to all of us, no matter what zodiac sign you are. I recommend that you check that out because it does speak a lot about what this card was saying regarding compassion, sharing resources, giving to charity, being helpful to others, okay? There will be some challenges with that because we do have Ceres in retrograde, but I speak about all of that stuff in that video. So if you're interested in knowing what February is all about for all of us, and how it's attached to your reading here, definitely feel free to check that out. Okay, but Gemini, it seems like there's definitely the need to practice compassion here. Maybe not really being able to relate to what others are going through, right? Maybe what you went through, you just have a hard time really relating to others and what they're going through and how they deal with things, right? But it's not about necessarily being empathetic or trying to relate or trying to understand or feel what someone is feeling or experiencing, Gemini. It's more about just having that compassion and saying, I don't understand what you're going through. I don't understand how that feels, but how can I help you? Like, how can I be of service to you? How can I soothe your emotions or soothe your heart or your mind? And this can be with your romantic partner. This can be with your children. I do get strong vibes with your children if you do have children, okay? And others of you, this can just be your friends or your family. But Gemini, if there are those of you, maybe when you were growing up, you didn't really get a lot of compassion from your parents. Everything that you had gone through and the struggles and the challenges that you had faced in your life, it could be that now in February, the universe is saying, okay, it's time to challenge that. It's time to face that and really open your heart to compassion for others around you. Okay, and this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, let's see. Let's pull another oracle message for you guys, Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising signs for February 2023. Let's see here. It's here. Oops. So, Gemini, we have birth, renewal. So a lot of you, this is about children, or when you were a child. This is about how you connect with your children. Some of you are actually having a baby for the first time, and it has opened up something inside of you that you never have really experienced before for some of you. This is having a brain like a sponge, just opening yourself to the world and, you know, the brighter and beautiful aspects of the world, the kinder aspects of the world. Shining your light and accepting the light from others, not blocking that. This is very interesting, Gemini. Bottom of the deck, we have crystals, amplification, and look at that orange. You keep getting this orange color from this deck. It's just very interesting. These orange and red colors. Some of you guys, you do have a specific crystal that you like to wear or work with. But this is definitely about family and community, Gemini. That's what I'm getting for you. Family and community. For sure. Understanding what that means for you and how you may have been blocking that, how maybe your family or the community you were a part of just wasn't really giving back to you in certain ways that you may have needed them to. Maybe when you went to school, because that's a community. That's how we are introduced to the world a lot of the times as children, is when we first go to school, and you may have been introduced, to the world through school, but it wasn't a fun time. In February, maybe your children are going through something at school if you have children. But remember, Gemini, there is something that is being renewed. Something has died. Something is done with. There is an old pattern of thinking, an old pattern of behavior when it comes to community, when it comes to your family. That's changing in February, especially during Aquarius season before we hit Pisces season in February, okay? So there's something that you're seeing crystal clear as well, because it's interesting how you have crystals here, and then the crystal that was chosen for you is a white, almost like a clear crystal. It's like there's something that you're recognizing and you're seeing it crystal clear about your family, maybe about a trauma connected to your family. Maybe it's about one of your parents, one of your siblings, And this could also be a rebirth and renewal when it comes to your romantic partnerships, where you're really seeing things differently. And some of you are just opening yourselves up to the world and wanting to travel more, maybe just wanting to go for walks, ride your bike. You may have been closed off in some way, Gemini. I don't know how for all of you, but there is definitely a block in how you connect with the world around you. And February is here to show you how to unclog that block within yourself. So guys, let's go ahead and pull one more oracle message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sign, Spirit, guys, for February 2023. Let's see, guys. You guys got summer, bask in joy and light. There's that light energy again, guys. Some of you guys love the sunlight. It could be that February you're going to realize, or the universe is going to show you something that's going to come to fruition in the summertime. But you see how this says Bumblebee Jasper? It's interesting. You got Bumblebee Jasper at the bottom of this deck, and then you have the Bumblebee here. So once again, when you see a bee, this is community. This is family. This is working together. This is teamwork. February is all about that. Once again, check out the February astrological tarot message that I had posted for everyone. But it says bask in joy and light. So in February, some of you where you live, the sun is actually starting to show a little bit more in where you live, even though it's still winter time, technically in the northern hemisphere. Others of you is actually warming up in your area, and the weather is warming up. If you guys are constantly seeing bumblebees or you're seeing beehives, there's a sign here regarding, like, connected to your family. Okay, definitely with your children. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck we have Trader, the Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. Look at that, Gemini. Connection. In order to receive energy, you have to give, right? So, guys, if you're expecting better from others, but you're not really communicating with them, you're not interacting with them, right? If you want to heal a situation with someone, but it's just not happening because you guys aren't facing each other, you guys aren't hanging out with each other, you're not calling each other. If there's no dialogue or some type of a connection, especially for those of you who are trying to date, okay? Summertime is going to be really good for you, Gemini, but if you want a new relationship, if you want to renew your relationship with someone, it doesn't matter if it's platonic or romantic, in February, you have to give some of your energy. You have to open up. You have to show yourself. You can't, for those of you who may be introverted, there are ways to connect, okay? There are ways to connect. I'm not saying that you have to be super extroverted to make friends or to heal your relationships. That's not what I'm saying. But you have to show yourself. You have to share, especially in the dating world and in your career. If there's those of you, this is all about your career, Gemini, and you're not really speaking up for what you want, or you're not really connecting with this childlike energy and just being free to be you, right? Some of you guys may be kind of scared to speak up at work for some reason, okay? Speak up. That's okay. Be kind about it, right? But just make sure that whoever you're dealing with at work understands how you feel. But this is about shining your light. What is it that you're good at? What do you want to do, right? And also this Bumblebee Jasper speaks about trust. So some of you guys, Gemini, you may have trust issues, okay? You have trust issues. And this is why you kind of hide yourselves, or you hide your emotions. You don't really hang out with friends. You're not trying to go out and do recreational sports with people. You just want to stay home. You want to do things by yourself, or maybe with one other person. You don't really go out and do new things. February is really going to call for you to do that. Some of you guys may actually do sports, or decide, I'm going to go ride my bike to the park, or I'm going to be a part of a sports team, or nothing serious, or I'm going to be a part of a workshop, or go take a class, If you're single, you may want to do like a meetup type of a thing where you just meet a bunch of people, get to know them, people who have similar interests. If you're trying to date, you're going to go hang out with people who are trying to date. If you like people who do pottery, you're going to go hang out with people who do that, or painting, wood shop, whatever. It's carpentry, whatever. This is all about just putting yourself out there, Gemini, in February, okay? Put yourself out there. Okay, so we are going to put these cards over here, and we're going to jump into the tarot, okay? So for Gemini, let's see what Spirit has to say to you guys for February. So let's jump into the tarot, you guys. For for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Spirit guides. What messages do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for February 2023? Now, others of you, if this is not you, but you know, whenever I give tarot readings, I'm always talking to you. I'm not really talking about a cross watcher or someone else, but just in case, if you're already on this, you're in sync with all of these energies, great. However, this could be turned around. Maybe this is someone coming over to your area, or they're traveling to you or texting you, finally opening up to you. Could be a Leo. Okay, could be, I see Sagittarius energy. I see Aries energy. Could be a fire sign, you know. I also feel maybe air sign as well, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I do get a sense that some of you guys are dealing with a fire sign. And there's someone who is not really opening up to you. And you're kind of wondering why. And this person, you know, I don't know why, but it looks like this person is finally realizing, okay, I think I need to really open up to Gemini and, you know, show myself and, you know, tell them that I miss them, or tell them how I really feel, or tell them that I still love them and that I still want to have a friendship with them or a romantic partnership with them, what have you. You may have a business partner, you know, coming to you soon who is going to want to work with you. And again, if this is about finances, Gemini, in February, if you want that job or you want that career, you got to show yourself, Gemini. You got to speak up. You got to send out that resume or fill out that application, right? Put out your portfolio. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for February 2023. We're going to pull 4 cards from the top. Okay, for Gemini, let's see. We have the Queen of Swords, Independence. There we go. Queen of Swords. That is you, Gemini. I see the Queen of Swords as you. Okay, she's very straight to the point. There is no mistaking her words. You know exactly what she's talking about. You know exactly what she's insinuating. There's no confusion there. Okay, I do see Gemini energy as really great communication when it's on the lighter side, you know, of the spectrum. And then we have the 9 of Swords. So there's more sword energy. So someone, and it says fear. So someone is worried about something. You are worried about something, Gemini. What are you worried about? We're going to clarify this in a moment. We have Judgment. But you're just kind of moving along with grace, though. You know what you need to do. This, again, with the Queen of Swords coming out in Judgment, you know exactly what you need to do. You know what you want to do. You know it's time to do it, but you're afraid. Or maybe this is another person who's afraid, okay? Again, I get Sagittarius energy for some of you. Yeah, I don't know, what are you afraid of? Like I said, this has something to do with your career. Ace of Pentacles, wealth. This has something to do with your future career, or your career as it evolves towards the future, if this is not a new career that you're, you know, wanting to change. But sorry about the glare, you guys. A Gemini. You may be pretending like nothing is happening or nothing's bothering you, but it is. You're worried about something. You're worried about your money. And once again, I have a feeling this is attached to a child, or this has something to do with what you had gone through as a child with your family, or maybe at some point in your life when you were a bit younger, maybe early 20s, you know, early teen or your teenage years, you know, it depends. But there's an earlier stage of your life or a certain part of your life that's over, it's done with. And you may feel a little bit shaky on that. You're not really certain as to what the future holds when it comes to your money, or what the future holds when it comes to a relationship or your marriage financially. Okay. But at the bottom of the deck, like I said, you may be dealing with the Leo, because we have the Strength card here. So some of you guys could definitely be dealing with the Leo. Some of you guys could be dealing with someone with colored hair, or someone who wraps their hair a lot or covers their head. You may be dealing with someone who's a different race than you or a different culture. Okay. You may have Leo in your chart or Sagittarius in your chart. But you got this. This card is also you. You got this. Stand tall. Put your crown back on, Gemini. Whatever's going on in February that has you feeling fearful about something, with the Nine of Swords, this is all in your head. This is not something you're so afraid. Like if I saw the Eight of Swords, like that's somebody who's not necessarily fearful, like the Nine of Swords. This is somebody who is, you know, the Nine of Swords is somebody who's having nightmares. Like this has really gotten into their subconscious. Okay, so this is somebody else or this is you for February. And you could be still feeling this now when it comes to financial opportunities. Others of you, if this is not financial, this is your health. You're afraid. There's something that scares you regarding your health. And with the Judgment card here is telling you it's time to make sure that you check your health. Go get checked out. Go to the doctor. With the Queen of Swords here, there's someone or this is you. You're dependent on something. It's like, if this happens or if this occurs, then I'll do this. You know, if this person does this, then I'm going to do this. No, the Queen of Swords doesn't wait for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. The Queen of Swords does not wait for anyone's move or word. She just says it. She just does it. That's it. She doesn't, like with this tattoo on her leg, or coloring her hair or whatever. She didn't wait for somebody to tell her it's okay to do that. She doesn't like, whatever it is that you're fearful of, if you're waiting for someone's response or if you're waiting to give your energy to someone, like, what are you waiting for? Like, what are you waiting for? If you're waiting to go to the gym, or maybe you're like, I don't know. It's like if you're waiting to do something with your body or to improve something with your body or your physical health, the universe with the Judgment card is saying, no, just do it. Do it now. Don't wait. Do it in February. This is the time. This is a good time to do this. And if this is about your money, if this is a job and you're just so afraid of, you know, putting your resume out there because you feel like you're underqualified or overqualified, I don't know, you're just fearful about this. Some of you guys are really having some bad dreams about money, about your work. You really just want to have your own independence financially. You may be having some struggles at work. Could be. Let's go ahead and clarify these. I'm going to clarify these cards for you guys, Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Please clarify these tarot cards. Clarify these tarot messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for their February 2023 messages. Let's see. Clarify these cards. We're going to do one card per. Yeah, you're disappointed about something because something is not growing as fast as you would like it to. The Seven of Pentacles wanted to show itself. And here they are. This is someone tending to their garden, tending to their farm, right? Being very gentle. Tend to your garden, Gemini. Just be in the moment, right? Just because things don't look the way you expected them to look in February, whatever that is, your relationship, your money, your career, don't look at the way things appear at this time. Stay focused. Go out, have fun, be around people, be on a team. Surround yourself with like-minded people as well, because you may be very mentally independent. Excuse me, Gemini. You may be very independent in how you think and what you do, and you do a lot of things by yourself. You know, you don't really do. There are those of you who you kind of thrive on a team, but for some reason you still work by yourself. It's like, if you thrive on a team, go find that team or be a part of a team, right? Bottom of the deck, we have Leo again, the sun. You're going to be fine. It's going to work out better than what you even anticipated. It may not look great right now, but again, like I tell people, time is an illusion. It's about now. It's not about the past. It's not really about, what the future is going to look like. It's about what are you doing now? You have the key to create your future. You have the power to decide what's next. I said that to Aquarius. Nobody else decides what's next. You do. It's in your hands, Gemini. No one else. No one else's. Okay? Summertime, especially during Leo season, whatever it is that you're praying for in February, whatever work that you start in February, you can definitely see huge success in the summertime if you stay committed. Okay? Let's see. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards. We have Temperance. Like I said, some of you guys are Sagittarians, or you have a Sagittarius in your life, or that's coming to you. Some of you guys are actually reconciling with someone. All right. But there's huge healing in the mind. This is all, like I said, your brain is making things bigger and more monumental and scary than what they actually are. Okay, there's some balance that's needed here in your mind. Control your mind. Say what you need to say. Don't be afraid. If there is something you need to say at work, just say it. If there's something that you don't like, say it. It's, say it in balance, but it's going to be fine. Say it with confidence. Obviously, don't be rude, but, say it with confidence. Right? We have the Wheel of Fortune. You're afraid for the future. You feel like you've been at the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune instead of at the top. But you have control of this wheel, right? You're the one driving the carriage here. Some of you guys may feel like you're a third wheel. You're the third wheel in your family. You always feel like you're the odd one out. I don't know where I'm getting that from, but looking at the Wheel of Fortune, all I can think of is a carriage or a car, and you just kind of feel like one of the wheels. You're not the one driving the car. You need to change that. You're the one driving the car here. You're the one driving that, driving that chariot, and you're determining the direction to go in. You're not a wheel. You are the entire vehicle. Remember that. The Devil. Clarifying the Judgment card, Capricorn. Some of you guys are dealing with the Capricorn, or you have Capricorn in your chart. But once again, whatever is toxic to you in February, the universe is saying it is time for healing. There is no waiting on this. If you're in your head and you're holding yourself back regarding a relationship or a career or with your health, the universe is saying it's time. It's time to look at yourself. It's time to reflect on some things. This is not the time to make excuses. If you're feeling tied down in a relationship, you're not feeling supported, if you feel tied down by a family member or your entire family, your mother, your father, sister, brother, whatever. If you're feeling tied down by a job, if you feel that your degree is not really suiting you anymore and you want to get another degree, the universe is saying the time is now to set that in motion. Okay? Last but not least, look at that. We have the King of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords in two different decks. This is clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. You have the Queen and the King of Swords. Both masculine and feminine energies are here, Gemini. It's time to balance yourselves. Know when, to really be matter of fact and not, excuse my language, give a shit about how a person feels. When it comes to your career and your health, there is no ifs, ands, or buts when I see the King of Swords. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He's put his foot down. He's made a stance. He's said it clearly. He sees clearly. That's it. When it comes to your career or your job, somebody needs to just really know the facts here. If there's someone who's kind of taking advantage of you with money, or they're not paying you enough for the work that you do, or maybe you're taking care of someone financially, but they're not really working enough to help you, you may need to have a really serious conversation with them. But with the Queen of Swords here and Temperance, you know, this is really about standing firm in yourself, not caring about how people judge you for how you look. Like they say, walk into a room like God sent you. This is the energy that I'm getting, Gemini. Some of you guys are really, really afraid to go out and do new things, or go out and hang out with someone or with a group of people. I don't know what's happening, but whatever's going on with your money, with your finances, with your health, and with connecting with your community, connecting with your family, connecting with your friends, dating. If you're together with someone now and you're in a committed relationship, you need to do some things with that person. If you're hiding your emotions about some things, stop doing that. Show people who you are. February is about showing the world, showing your family, showing your friends, new friends, old friends, whatever, who you are, because it's beautiful. Some of you guys feel like you have to be one way with one person, but another way with another. It's like, no, this is energy of like, I don't care who you are. This is me. You don't like it? Go somewhere. Go do something else with yours. Go find somebody else who's going to settle for you being less than who you are, right? Shine your light, Gemini. Get out there in February. Happy Aquarius season, you guys. Happy February. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Gemini.